everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. I can't believe how quick it's gone. I know this happens every year, but you look forward to it for so long and then in the blink of an eye it's just gone like that. But I hope it was a lovely one for you, whichever tier and everything, whatever your circumstances. I hope you made the most of it and enjoyed it nonetheless. This time between Christmas and New Year, we say it every year, but it's always a bit of a, what day is it? What's the date? No idea. What do I do with myself? But something that I like to do is, Christmas is behind us, the year is coming to an end, and I love to look forward to the new year. I absolutely love the start of a new week, the start of a new month, the start of a new year, because it's just a great time to think about things that maybe you've been putting off, and it seems like you can just put an end to that chapter and start a complete fresh. So I absolutely love this time of year, even after Christmas is over. So what I've been doing the last couple of days is not putting pressure on myself, but we've tidied all our Christmas decorations away. We have cleaned the house and just getting organised. We've pretty much eaten most of our Christmas leftovers, and we are actually looking to go and do a healthy food shop this afternoon. When you watch this, it'll be the evening, so we would have already have done it. But yeah, and just fill the fridge with lots of healthy food and just be ready for the new year, and setting goals, making meal plans, all things like that. That's what I want this video to be about. It's me sharing with you my new year goals, my personal goals, business, career goals, to perhaps inspire you if you're at a bit of a loss or are wondering what you want to do in the new year. Maybe you want to start something new, maybe you want to do something that you've been thinking about for a while but been putting it off, whatever it may be. And I'd also love to hear your goals for the new year, as I love hearing other people's, because sometimes little things that other people want to start or do more of or do less of, I think, oh, that's a really good idea, and perhaps something that I would like to introduce into my life as well. So yeah, please share yours down below and also let me know if any of yours are similar to mine. So I don't want to babble on for too long, I don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to bore you, so I'm just going to get straight into it. And I'm going to start with personal goals. I like to break these down a little bit so that they seem more achievable. I don't want to just say, I want to lose weight. I like to break it down, give myself little targets, give myself smaller goals within that big goal, so it's more achievable and it doesn't seem so overwhelming and like I'm never going to get there because it's just too big. Break it down into manageable sections and manageable goals is a little tip of mine that I've sort of learned over the years, and I try and implement when I'm setting myself new goals. So first of all, we're going to go through my personal goals. I'm going to start small and work my way up. So the first goal of mine is to read more. I love to read, but it's one of those things that can easily get pushed aside and think, I don't have time for that, or you know, I just watch telly in the evening and I don't get around to reading a book, and I only tend to read a book if I go on holiday, which, let's face it, hasn't happened this year, and we don't know when it's going to happen again. So yeah, I really want to read more, and I want to focus my reading on non-fiction and self-help, self-care books. I have read The Secret, which I love, and I haven't got it yet, but I've ordered, I can't remember exactly what it's called. So the book that I've ordered is by Robin Sharma, and it's the 5 AM Club, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life. So this book, obviously I haven't read it, I don't know exactly what it's about, but as the title alludes to, it's going to be setting a good morning routine. Now in the summer, I loved my morning routine. I had it down. I would get up at 6 AM, I would go for a walk, I would often do a circuit at home. This is in the first lockdown. I was living at my parents for a few months, Carl was in Cyprus, and I was really focused, I was eating healthy, and I was just unstoppable for those few months. That kind of got, you know, as I went back to work properly, things got busy, I was tired, my excuses came back, Carl came home, we would get takeaways, we would eat out, all those things, and my routine started to slip, and I want to get that back. I do find it harder in the winter months, don't we all? Who wants to get up when it's not sunshine outside, or it's not even light outside at 7 in the morning, let alone 6 in the morning? So I'm gonna read this book. It's due to be delivered tomorrow, so the day that you watch this it should have been delivered, and I want to read that and start the new year with a really good morning routine. And that's my first book that I'm going to read, and my goal for reading my books are going to be 1 book a month, and I think that's achievable. I think I can sacrifice 1 TV program a night, or 1 every other night, and read for an hour instead of sitting in front of the TV, because it's better for your sleep as well if you aren't looking at a screen the second before you go to bed. So talking about that specific book does bring me on to my next personal goal, which is to get in shape. I have something big to train for now, a massive incentive, because I have to plan a wedding, and I obviously want to look good because those photos are around forever. So first of all, my fitness. Now, I had such a good routine in the summer, as I've already mentioned, and I want that back. So I intend to implement an early morning routine, get up and do cardio, whether that is a walk, a run outside. Carl's ordered a static bike to use, so I can jump on that for half an hour. And I also want to do resistance training as well, when the gyms are open, of course, because they're not now because we're in tier 4, but when they do, I'd like to get back to maybe doing 3 weight training sessions a week, and whilst the gyms aren't open, carry on my home workouts that I was doing back in the summer. Sarah's Day, Sweat It to Shred It, I will be following that program. I'll link it down below along with the videos that I did on that, because it was a great program and it really helped, and I lost a stone doing it in the summer. I've put most of that back on now, but it worked at the time, and this is it. We are going to plan to do our wedding in spring 2022, so I have a long time to do it and a good firm routine to establish, so it's a lifestyle change rather than just for a few months. Along with the fitness, obviously the diet is the massive thing, and to be honest, I've always exercised from a young age. I've always had that in my life, so it will always be a part of my life, and I enjoy it. I love trying new things, even if it's just going out for a walk. I always do some form of exercise. However, my diet is the thing that lets me down sometimes, and that has definitely slipped over the last couple of months. And I went vegetarian about 3 years ago, and I love it. I wouldn't go back to eating meat now. However, I would like to be a bit more rigid with the more plant-based side of things. I do still eat dairy, and I'm not saying I'm going to cut it out completely. However, I want to try and cut it out as much as physically possible, and follow a more plant-based diet. Now, things that slip back into my diet tend to be cheese, chocolate, and there's no excuses for it really, because there's so many alternatives out there now that, you know, there's something to replace everything nowadays, so it's brilliant. And I really want to focus on that, because my skin is so much clearer, I just feel healthier, I feel less heavy. I completely got rid of any period pains that I had, or that I get at that time of the month, by following a plant-based diet at the start of last year. And I'll also link my Veganuary video down below that I did last year as well, because the perks of it and the benefits of it were so good that I want to do that again. And if I could go fully, then that would be amazing, but I'm not gonna say that. But that's what I want to do. I want to focus on listening to what my body needs, focusing on healthy food, nutritious food, and more plant-based. On to my third one. This is going to be a bit vague because I need to plan a wedding. That's my third personal goal. Like I said, we want to get married in spring 2022 because it gives COVID time to beep off, and it also allows us time to save and to sort of spread the cost over a year, or just over a year. So that is our plan. Hopefully it comes off, and I want to plan a wedding. I can't really set little goals with this because I don't really know how to plan a wedding or where to start. But in the new year we would like to go and look at venues if and when they're open, to go and look around. But there's no pressure on this. I don't really know what I'm doing, so any advice, tips, leave them below. But yes, that's another goal, is to have my wedding pretty much planned and wrapped up by the end of 2021. And then my last personal goal is a nice little one and a really good one that we can enjoy throughout the year, but it's to have more days out with me and Carl. You get into a bit of a routine, don't you, that, you know, you work during the week, comes to the weekend, you do the weekly food shop, you clean the house, you might go out for a walk, and then the weekend's gone before you know it. I really want to enjoy more days out, and I know that this year it's been difficult because things have stopped us from perhaps doing what we wanted to do. I mean, we had quite a few plans this year. We had a couple of concerts we wanted to go to. We wanted to go camping in Snowdon. There was quite a few things. We wanted to do a spa day, things like that. And obviously the current climate has stopped us from doing a lot of it. But I got a really nice Christmas present from Carl. It was, if you saw my, I can't remember which one it was now, where I mentioned tree presents. Me and my family, we do tree presents on Boxing Day, and this was my tree present from Carl, and it's basically 100 dates bucket list. It's quite a big chart because there's obviously 100 days on it, but it's basically a little scratch square, and it says a little date idea along the top of each square, and then obviously you scratch it off as you do that date. So I thought this would be a really lovely sort of goal to have in 2021, and I'm not saying we're going to scratch off all 100 dates, but we want to aim to scratch off at least 2 a month. I think that's realistic, and some of these are quite simple, so some months we'll be able to scratch off a lot more than that. So for example, on here there's go bowling is one, visit a coffee shop is another. So some of them are quite easy, but then others take a little bit more organising. So go kayaking, go paintballing, I'd love to do that. Go horse riding, I would love to see Carl on a horse. Do an exercise class together. I've been telling him I want to do Zumba with him, which I think would be hilarious, and if I can, I will film it. Go fruit picking, go ice skating. Oh my gosh, we went ice skating, I think it was last year at Winter Wonderland on my birthday, and he's terrible. So I'll see if I can get him to go ice skating again. And there's some really lovely ideas. Visit a theme park, get in a hot tub together, go to the theatre if we can. I'd love to do that again. Ride segways, I've never done that. So yeah, this will be really nice. And there's other rent a pet on here, which will be really nice because Carl would love a dog. Chill on the beach, take a dance class, cook a meal from scratch, you know. So there's some ones that take organising and ones that we can just do in an evening. So it's really nice, and I want to do at least 2 of these every month. So that is my personal goals for 2021. Now moving on to my business goals. So as you'll know, I'm a Tropic ambassador, and I think for a lot of you that's why you follow me. So business goals are focused around Tropic, although not all of them. So I have my planner in front of me that I'm using my notes. So what is my first business goal? So this year I was really lucky. I say lucky, it's down to hard work as well, but I got promoted to leader. I mean, thanks to a lot of my customers, well, all of my customers, other girls that are in my team who have helped me get here. So thank you to you first and foremost. And it was amazing. So the end of September, I got promoted to Tropic leader. Now, this year coming, 2021, I would like to get another Tropic promotion to senior leader. So that is my goal. And as well as that, obviously promotions are great, but ultimately what I love doing is sharing this natural skincare, makeup with all of you. And I don't think sometimes I realise how much my videos help you ladies, or men as well. because I absolutely love it when I get a message from you. Quite often you'll message me over on my Instagram account, which I love, and I encourage you to do it more because I'd love to speak to more of you. But sometimes I don't realise how helpful they are, so it's great when I get a message from you guys telling me. So please do that more in 2021. I'd love to know what videos I haven't done that you would find really helpful. And yeah, I would love to share, because it's such an amazing brand. The products are beautiful, they have changed my skin, and I know that they've changed a lot of yours as well, and it's becoming bigger. The word is getting around about Tropic, and I want to continue sharing that with all of you, helping you guys out. And also, if being a Tropic ambassador is something that you've thought about for a little while, you maybe haven't got the confidence to take the plunge, anything like that, then please drop me a message, because you won't be alone in it. There's a massive community of women that will be behind you, including myself. So I just have such a passion for it, and ultimately that's what I love doing, is chatting to you guys. And because I know how low you can be when your skin is just, you know, you wear it every day, it's the first thing people see, and I know how it can really affect your mood and your self-esteem when it's not looking its best. So please get in touch. I would love to chat to you and try and help you out. My other business goal is not Tropic related, but you may have noticed if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll have noticed maybe that I have started a gel nails Instagram account. Now, I did a nail course with the Beauty Academy in Reading back in early November, and this is something I love getting done myself, and it's now something that I have decided to do, and I'm now qualified in. So I've been practicing on myself because I can't do it on anyone else at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm continuing to practice with it, but heading into 2021, I do want to start it up as my own little side business, and offering the service to others. Obviously we can't now, but hopefully, there's no set target for when I want to do this, because obviously it's going to be dictated a lot by the situation, but I will continue to practice in the meantime. I have my colour collection is building quickly. I use the gel bottle, which I'm loving, and I love their colours. Yeah, so I will continue to practice with that, and fingers crossed I will be offering that service out to ladies local to me. And this brings me on to my final goal / announcement, because it's just, I've put this one under general career, because you all know I'm not a Tropic skincare ambassador full-time. I am a Royal Air Force policewoman full-time, and I have been for 12 years. If you didn't know that, then head back to I'll link it below, get to know me video, and then I'll tell you about it there. But yeah, I have been in the Royal Air Force for 12 years, over 12 years now, and it's time for a change. So back in August, I've kept it quiet, I've told a few people, so you may know, but back in August I put my application into the RAF to leave. And with the RAF, with the military, you tend to have to give at least a year's notice, unless you've got a firm job offer, then you might get released a bit early. But I gave just over a year's notice because I didn't want to leave until next year, to give me a bit more time to sort of build my Tropic business, my nail business and things like that. So my official last day in the Royal Air Force will be the 31st of October 2021. My last day in work will be probably early to mid-July, and then I will have a few months to do my resettlement, get used to not being in the RAF anymore and being self-employed, because that is the route obviously that I'm going to go down. I will be pursuing Tropic full-time as of summer next year, so July next year. A firm date on that, I'm not sure when exactly, until close to the time, but about July next year I will be full-time Tropic. So throw it at me, I will be free as a bird all day, to help you all with Tropic even more, hopefully bring you more videos a week as well. And I'm so excited about it. So yeah, July next year, and then officially last day in service will be the 31st of October. So as of the 1st of November 2021, I will be a civilian, no longer a military person. And yeah, and I honestly, it's daunting, it's scary when you've been in your little military bubble for so long, because it will be 13 years that I will have done by the time I'm out. So it is daunting, nerve-wracking, especially going self-employed, but so exciting, and I honestly cannot wait. And that is my big announcement for the end of this year. I will be leaving the RAF and going full-time self-employed. I have obviously loved my time in the military, in the RAF. It's been the best thing that I did. You know, I joined when I was 20, and it's challenged me. I thought I'd be in for about 4 years, and here we are 12 years later. It's taken me so many different places that I would never have dreamt of going. I've been to Dubai, I've been to America, I've been to Afghanistan, where else have I been? I've been to Germany, Cyprus, Kuala Lumpur. There's so many places that I've been, good and bad, that I would never have had the chance to go to before. I've learned to ski, I've learned to windsurf, I've done so much, and it gave me the opportunity to buy my flat, which I rent out. You know, it's really made me the person that I am today, confident, I like to think, more confident than when I joined. And I just feel that now it's that time that I'm ready to do something else, because I just feel like it's the right time for me to put that chapter behind me, because my passion for helping you guys out with natural skincare and beauty, I have more of a passion with that now, and my passion for my day job is sort of beginning to dwindle. So with the type of person I am, I give my absolute all to whatever I do. I like to think I do anyway. And I feel like if I stay in the RAF, I won't be giving it my all. And that's not me. So it's time to leave, it's time to do something else. And I'm ready to give Tropic Skincare my own business, and working for myself my all, and being my own boss. And I honestly can't think of anything else more rewarding than being your own boss. And yeah, challenging again, because I have to be challenged. I'm the sort of person that has to be challenged, and it will definitely do that for me as well, but just something completely different. I seem to have a habit of taking myself out of my comfort zone, and I think, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? But it's always paid off for me in the past, and it, you know, it just makes you a better person, I think, if you push yourself a little bit, take yourself out of your comfort zone, try new things. And I don't think I've ever regretted doing that. In fact, I've never regretted pushing myself and taking myself out of my comfort zone. It's always made me a better person and given me brilliant experiences. So here's to a new chapter, here's to 2021. They are my goals, and I'm really excited, regardless of what's going on in the world. I'm really excited for 2021, and it's going to be a positive one. I think if we go into it with a positive attitude, it's going to be a good one. And yeah, let's make it a good one for all of us. Thank you so much for watching, listening to me babble on for however long it's been, I'm not sure. But please share with me your goals, because like I said at the start, I do love to hear what your goals for the new year are. I absolutely love thinking about it and love new challenges, and maybe you'll inspire me to do something that's on your list that I haven't thought about, and maybe that I could put into my routine in my new year as well. So yeah. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, as I love to see you here every Sunday, which is when I bring a new video. And comment below your goals, your aspirations for 2021, and what other videos you'd like me to bring moving forward as well. And if you have any recommendations of any good books as well, self-help books in particular, or any non-fiction ones, then yeah, comment them below as well, because I always prefer to go off recommendations of books than just choose them myself. thank you again for watching. I hope you have a happy new year, and this is the last video of 2020. I'll see you in 2021. Bye guys.